You know, Sarah, I had the most amazing dream last night.
What kind of dream?
I could see the future of electric mobility clearer than ever before.
Okay, like a subcompact.
Yeah.
Like with an innovative design.
Right.
And sustainable materials.
Exactly. How did you know that?
Well, The ID Life was introduced at IAA 2021 and it showed a clear vision of a purely electric Volkswagen. And Chris, do you know what kind of challenge we have today with the ID Life?
Well, to basically see what actually makes it from the concept into the production series vehicle.
Exactly, and therefore we gotta meet some really interesting people.
In just about a minute, we're gonna meet one person who knows exactly what is being developed.
Yeah, but before we meet this person, I think we have to prepare ourselves a little bit better because there are so many gadgets in there and I have the best contact for us to call for this challenge.
Of course you do.
Tommy, what's up?
Hey, Tommy.
Sarah, Chris, what can I do for you?
So we've got a challenge today and we want to find out as much as possible about the ID Life. So what do you think? What should we focus on?
Subcompacts only work because of their price, and there are only a few affordable electric subcompacts on the market right now. Most of them go for the lifestyle approach and they end up being just as expensive as larger cars. Volkswagen needs to put this car in the lower price segment, you know, affordable mobility for all.
Exactly, good point. So how do you think we can achieve this? What's the best way to do this?
Mainly through scale, meaning large volumes, but also through technology. So I asked myself, do I have to create a new engine? Do I have existing axles that I can use? But very importantly, where does the electricity come from?
Yeah, that is a huge point. I mean, at least in the heads of the people.
Correct. Then where do I store the electricity? Batteries are expensive, and a range that's sustainable for everyday use can be achieved through the car's efficiency and a big battery. Both of those things are expensive. This means battery cell prices must come down. And then you ask yourself, how can we achieve this?
So, okay, check the box for battery technology. What about materials?
The materials used have a big impact on the price, but the most important aspect is the infotainment system. And anyone who's configured a car before know how expensive a sat-nav can be. So for a subcompact car, a very crucial element is to make it digital. It must be digital without becoming expensive.
All right, thank you very much, Tommy. I think we're well prepared. Thank you for your help.
Thank you, bye.
Take care. So, now I think it's time to take the ID Life for a ride to see what it is capable of.
So when you say we gonna take a ride with that car, you mean that I'll drive and then we...
Don't even start, I'm driving.
Party pooper. So here he is.
Tim!
Hey,
hi.
Good to see you. Kudos to you and your team for this amazing car, and thanks for your trust for letting us drive our rather Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, it's my favorite because it's our new entry into the e-mobility and also our new entry into the ID family. Part of our tradition to have a subcompact car like this in our portfolio, and that's why we are doing this.
So it's kind of like the entry level when it comes to electric mobility for Volkswagen, right?
Yeah, definitely. It will be something like electric Polo, a little bit bigger, so in between a Polo and a Golf. Compact, practical, affordable car, but of course also sustainable.
And when you talk about Polo and Golf, how do you plan to basically implement this as the Polo or Golf for the electric era?
Yeah, we have different approaches here to achieve this. One is we use sustainable materials here in the chassis and also in the interior. Yeah, secondly, the car of course has to be digital, and we are rethinking connectivity new in this car. But the key enabler is our new platform, the MEB Small. It's a battery electric platform dedicated for subcompact cars, and this is the way how we can achieve an affordable price.
You mentioned affordable. What does that mean exactly?
Thomas Schäfer already announced it. The price will be below 25,000 euro.
I think you've really surprised a lot of people. It's kind of a, let's say, back to the roots thing with the drivetrain, right?
Actually, yes, and also no. We keep we keep
Okay, I like this answer. Yes and no.
yeah, we keep the core DNA of the MEB platform. So it's flexible, it's scalable, and we have a big battery underneath the floor, in between the wheelbase that looks like a chocolate bar. The difference to the ID.3, and yes, this is true, it's similar to the Golf. We go back to the front-wheel drive. And by this, we get a lot of space in the back of the car.
You just mentioned space, which is the perfect segue for the next part of our show here today, because we wanted to talk to a bunch of people. So why don't we move on to our next expert?
Yeah, when you say we move on, now you mean that I'll drive. And yeah, feel yourself at home at the rear seat. And Tim, we just jump into the car.
Thank you.
Come on, Tim. Hey everybody, this is Viki.
Hi Viki, nice to meet you. I'm Sarah.
And Viki is an expert when it comes to space utilization, I guess I could say, right?
Probably. I was living and traveling in a Golf 3 for the past months and converted it into a tiny camper.
Ah, come on, there's much more than that, okay? I know nobody who has a deeper connection to her vehicle.
I removed the back bench so I can put a mattress there. It would fit for me, but it probably wouldn't for a regular size
But
person.
I would love to see that.
Maybe we should try it, just try it.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe we should
I can
try
fit in
it.
there like,
Could we try that?
Yeah, lucky you, we have a good solution in the ID Life where you will probably fit and you don't have to remove the rear bench.
really?
I can show it to you.
Yeah.
So, oh, look
That
at that.
was really
you go.
easy. That was easy.
All right, now let's see what space utilization looks like in direct comparison between Viki and myself.
Very sportive, you two. Very sportive.
Huh? Does this look nice?
Actually fit in here.
That is nice. Is this what micro camping is all about?
Probably is more like micro glamping.
Oh, I like that phrase.
It's so spacious in here. It's even bigger than my car, probably.
Really?
Actually, it is bigger than your Golf 3. It has 20 centimeters more wheelbase and you feel it directly in the interior.
That is a good point. I mean, you said, maybe we can put that back. You said you can sleep in there, but that is not a practical everyday's use. I need to drive with that, and Viki also worked in there, so I need some basic things like, let's say, electricity or something.
You cannot only power your engine with the battery, you can also power all your electric devices.
Meaning I can charge my phone or even a laptop.
Of course, it's something you can already do today. We are gonna take it one step further. You can, for example, also use an electric grill.
A grill. Grill.
Yeah.
In the car.
Outside of the car, of course. I will show it to you.
Let's go.
Oh goodness, this is really a grill here.
Look at that.
Here you go.
The veggie grill.
We have a regular main socket here, so you can plug in every device you also have in your household, or an electric grill.
Looks good. I mean, this must be the best invention since power windows.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. You never have to blow up your air mattress manually ever again.
Yeah.
You could blow dry your hair after an outdoor shower.
Yeah, I know about that.
What about that barbecue thing?
Yeah,
Let's see.
go.
I think we can say that we have a car that is, you know, super versatile, it's practical, comes with sustainable materials. I mean, what more could you ask for, right?
It has great camping potential.
Oh, that too.
I think we really have now a very good idea of what will make it into the production car, except of one thing. The name. Is it really ID Life, ID1, ID2?
That's a good question.
And I think that is the answer.
Oh, it definitely worked. Now, if you like this episode as much as we did, don't forget to follow this channel. Hit the subscribe button, like it, comment, and hope to see you again next time. Until then, take good care.
Right,
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Volkswagen.
So, what do you say?
Well, I think Viki was so right. It's really a comfortable place, and I think this is glamping next level.
Isn't it? Doesn't get much better than this. So, what are we going to watch?
I know exactly what we're gonna watch.